Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We have got live tournament action coming at you. This is our other semifinal match of the night in today's Gold Platinum Let It Ride series. That is the amateur Let It Ride series. We're really excited to be watching ToxLonely, good friend of Alt StarCraft. He is actually one of our casters as well. Does a phenomenal job. He casts the gold, or not gold, but the bronze silver level Let It Ride tournament. Does a phenomenal job. He and NCR Laserboy do that together. Really good stuff there. So if you guys need another channel to go check out their YouTube channel. It is Those SC2 Guys. YouTube.com/Those SC2 Guys. So really good stuff there. DuH going to be spawning here at the 6 o'clock position as the blue Protoss, going up against Tox, spawning as pink Zerg, doing a nice extractor trick there, a nice extractor hat trick. But yeah, I mean, Tox he's shown a lot of promise. But the interesting thing about this matchup is this is almost like compatriots fighting it out. I mean, basically, ToxLonely is part of Alt StarCraft as on the caster side of it. He's not part of Team Alt. Doesn't really want to do that. He'd rather do the casting thing, which I don't blame him. I think it's more fun. But DuH is trying to get in on Team Alt, our pro team. So he's got a little bit of ways to go potentially, but he's trying to get in with that team, and we do accept lower level players because we support lower level tournaments. So you don't have to be like a master just to get in. You just have to be able to commit to, the practice times and things like that. But pretty interesting stuff. So these guys are both affiliated with Alt StarCraft in many ways and are going to be fighting it out together right now in the semifinal matchup. So kind of interesting. It's one of those times where it's like, high five, buddy, good luck in the next round, I hope you win. But so regardless of who wins, I imagine that's the way it's going to be. But pretty fun stuff. Standard timings here from DuH. DuH doing his little signature move here. No wall off. Got his cybernetics core and his gateway right next to his nexus. We'll see if Tox is going to punish him, try and punish him for that. It is cross positions on MLG Shattered Temple, so can be difficult to make a rush stick, and we have seen DuH's control in those rush situations. It's like he's almost begging for it to happen, likes to deal with it. Oh, misclick. And back to work. That drone getting out of there pretty stinking safe. Chrono going down on Warp Gate tech right now for DuH. Queen coming out for Tox. Does have his expand up. Probably going to see a Queen here as well. And there goes the speed boost for the Zerglings. Good stuff. I like Tox, what he's doing here. He's going to be positioning his overlords around his opponent. Eventually, maybe this one, maybe not. Maybe that one's just going to guard the back door. Looks like that might be the case. Oh, looks like he needs a pause. I think he means PP. P-O-O-P. I don't know. Whatever. But here come the Zerglings. Gonna poke up here to see what's going on. Does see the Zealot. Good micro here from Tox. Look at that. Taking down that whole entire shield with 3 Zerglings. Not a bad deal. A Zealot can usually hold off 6 Zerglings. Up to 6 Zerglings. But with micro like that, man, Tox has got... He could potentially take down that Zealot with 6 Zerglings with not too much trouble if he micros those guys back and forth. But that's what we like to see. I mean, Tox is really getting good with his Zerg play. Phenomenal player in that young man. So, fun stuff there. Let's take a look at what's going on the live stream. Yeah, let's see. Tox cruising pretty good. Let's take a look at units here for just a moment. Tox doing a good job in his economy. 6.5 minutes into the game. DuH is not expanded yet. He is going for his signature Stargate play here, though. So this can be difficult to deal with for a Zerg player. I really like his play style. In fact, I honestly am going to be trying out this build order from DuH very shortly. I might even do it tonight if I have time. but it's really quite effective. I like how he doesn't necessarily go straight for Void Ray Harass, but going to be chrono boosting out some Void Rays here to mix into his army. Going to be going for heavy Zealot on the ground, which is just phenomenal play. Tox looking pretty solid here. He's up to 47 drones on his 2 base right now. Does need to be scouting this Void Ray or the Stargate. There it goes right there. Nicely done. Now Tox is going to know in time to start to prepare for that. We'll see what he's got going for us. He does see a Stargate. He does see 3 gateways. Knows what he's going up against. Sees that there's already 1 Void Ray on the field. Sacrificing that Overlord to get as much scouting information. That's definitely what we like to see from our Zerg players. Now we should see him scrambling. We do have Spore Crawlers going up. Roach Warren going to be going up here in just a moment as well. Would half expect to see a, what do you call it, Hydralisk Den. More gas. Now Tox knows what he's going up against. He is starting to prepare well. It's going to come down to timing, and it looks like DuH is going to be moving out right now. Try not to give his opponent too much time to prepare, which is a really, really smart move. And we'll see if Tox is going to be able to hold this off. This is going to be a pretty nasty push here from DuH. Look at that army. Scary, scary, scary stuff here. Tox going to have to catch wind of this immediately. Oh my goodness, his army a little bit out of position here. But the ground army still lives. The whole entire air army still lives here, and that is what the trouble is right now for Tox. So, good job there by DuH. I mean, this is just, he just really plans this attack out very well. I love to see it. Now we got Void Rays charged up. Ugly stuff. Oh, wow. One Void Ray down. Looks like this queen probably going to die here. But he did get the hatchery down, and that is a pretty substantial loss there for Tox. So he is cruising out across the field with a bunch of roaches now, going to be doing a lot of damage. Is DuH going to be falling back immediately? He will have 1 Void Ray here and 1 on the way. So it looks like he will probably be able to hold this off eventually, but I don't know at what cost. I mean, Tox is making a brilliant move here. He is going to be retaking his hatchery. We better watch this. This is getting pretty tense here. Going to be doing a lot of economic damage with these roaches. Those roaches are so robust, so they can really, really take a pounding from these Void Rays, making them super effective in a counterattack like this. More roaches cruising out across the field here. He is going to get the snipe on this Nexus. That's going to put DuH behind now just a little bit. DuH giving the sad face. Closes his eyes in despair. Revenge, says ToxLonely. Oh, that is lovely stuff. Oh, I love Tox, man. He cracks me up so much. He's just got such a fun personality. I mean, how can you dislike that guy? Oh, it's hilarious to me. But pretty nice stuff, and retaking his Nexus. Let's take a look at units lost here for a minute. Oh my goodness. Look at that. 3,600 resources lost for both individuals. My goodness. It does not get more even than this, ladies and gentlemen. However, Tox is going to have a slight advantage getting back into his economy here, because he was able to get his hatchery up and running just a little bit faster than DuH is going to be able to get his going. So not bad there at all. But tech switch here for DuH. He is going to be going for his robotics, but needs to get his economy back where it needs to be. Let's take a look here. Tox is definitely ahead. Drone count by only 6 though, so but he's going to be working on taking his third right away, which I think is a great idea. We do have double observers sitting out here, going to be guarding, checking out what's going on. So good scouting from DuH. Would like to see just a little bit more scouting from Tox. However, he is going to be in pretty decent shape. He's got a lot of spore crawlers, though. My goodness, that's a lot of spore crawlers. But this is great timing for him to get that expansion down. He really is going to need his third to continue in this matchup. I mean, he's just that's just the nature of a Zerg player. Let's put it that way. You've got to kind of stay ahead of your opponent economically and base-wise, and for unit production, having those extra hatcheries is where it's at, because you need to be able to produce correctly. And we do have Hydras on the field, but I imagine that DuH has expected this, which is part of the reason he's got double robotics out, but I don't see him producing from it right yet. And maybe that's just because he's trying to rebuild his economy. Yeah, I can see him chrono boosting his Nexus here, but trying to get that done. But, I mean, Tox is in a phenomenal position army-wise. I mean, look at this. He's got Hydra's Roach. This Gateway, Stargate army not going to fare very well against that. So, I mean, he's in phenomenal position when it comes down to it that way. More pylons going down on the low ground here. We do not have a forge yet, so I don't know. I mean, that's just tough stuff. What can I say? Third is going down right now for Tox. This is good timing, and at the same time, he is going to be cruising out to a forward position here. This is being scouted by DuH. Going to come down to what he can get out. He is going to get out an Immortal. A couple of Immortals is really going to fare well for him. They will be able to blast through those Roaches very quickly and be able to do a lot of damage to those Hydras as well. Ooh, nice. Nice snipe there. Good control here by Tox. Is going to be doing quite a bit of damage, it looks like. This Immortal going to be happily blasting away. That's nice for DuH, getting those Zealots right up in the face of those Hydras, but too many Hydras appear to be on the field right now for DuH to hold on. Oh my goodness, his whole entire army has just disappeared. And there's the GG! He saw Tox going straight for the middle line, and that's it. He knew he could not hold there. And look at Tox streaming units across the map. Look at all these Zerglings coming across the map there. Very, very nicely planned out attack. Very, very good stuff. So phenomenal play there. We'll be going to game number 2 here in just a moment. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming out. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-StarCraft. We will see you guys then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We have got live tournament action coming at you right now on MLG's Tal'Darim altar. This forces them to spawn in cross locations, so there is no relatively short rush distance on this map, which I kind of like. Which means we might get to see a nice macro game here, potentially. But my goodness, Tox taking a wonderful win. This is game 2 in their best of 3 of this semifinal matchup here. And Tox putting the pressure on his opponent right now, so DuH's got some ground to make up. Now, if there's any Protoss player out there that I know and have seen play several times before that can pull that off, it is going to be DuH. But he did say before this match, started to kick off, that he was afraid of ToxLonely, man. Now, I do not blame him. That guy is a phenomenal player. He's always got my number when we play games, but oh man, he's a good player. But yeah, so let's see. There be cross positions. Tox is going to be spawning as pink in the bottom right. Top left, we do find DuH spawning as blue Protoss. Pretty solid. And this Overlord headed in the incorrect direction. That is okay. He will probably be rerouted eventually. That one going to be going in another direction as well. At least they will be ready for late scouting. Mid-game scouting, I guess you might say. But pretty solid stuff. Ooh, two of them. What's going on? Fast expanding here and going to be scouting straight across the map, I assume, with this guy. No, he is not. He is going this way first. So it is MLG, so they cannot spawn in these locations here and here. But apparently Tox does not know that, so that is okay. Just will take him a little longer to get the scouting information in that he needs. But we do have a spawning pool going down right away after his expand. So nice fast expand here, it looks like, so far from Tox. Cross position, so I mean, he'll probably be able to hold on. And it will just depend on whether or not DuH is going to try and punish him or not, but he may not. So we'll see what happens. But here comes his scout right now. Going to be cruising up here, going to see the fast expand. And we'll see a spawning pool. So he does see this fast expand. Oh, and decides to start attacking. Not a bad idea. Looks like he's going to soften it up a couple hit points. Yep, that is like trying to move a mountain. Uh-oh. Getting out of there just in time. Alright, Chrono going down on the cybernetics core for the warp gate tech. Always a good idea. Hold position here. He is going to be blocking. Tox going to be getting a couple Zerglings out, probably just for map control. Not going to try and perform a run by against DuH. Don't think. Oh, Enraged Nuke, you're asking about that. We were just talking about that. But yeah, this map, if it's the MLG one, which this is, the MLG map, they cannot spawn in close positions. So they must spawn in cross positions. So I'll ping, they have to spawn here and here, or they can spawn here and here. And that's it. Those are the only two spawn options on this particular MLG map. So definitely. Looks like 3 gates and a Twilight Council. So probably going for some Blink Stalker here. Good map for that. It's so wide open. The Blink Stalkers can be super effective here. We'll see. It's been a while since I've seen DuH play Blink Stalk, so I'm interested to see how that's going to go for him. Double Spine Crawlers going down for defense here. Interesting stuff. It looks like he is going to be expecting a Blink Stalker attack from his opponent. And I would believe that he is right. Let's take a look at his vision real quick. Whoops, wrong vision. Oh, he didn't see it. But it looks like he is expecting an attack nonetheless. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Spine Crawlers, these might be a little bit forward here for a Blink Stalker attack. Spore Crawler in the back wants to... Oh, look at that. Spore Crawler here, too. I guess he's doing that because he didn't see what was going on. All he saw was 3 gates, so he could be guessing just about anything at this point. He is just trying to be prepared for that. So I think this is nice play by Tox because he didn't feel like he could get the scouting in that he wanted. He is going to try and prepare for everything, and that's not bad. As long as he can stay on top of his economy while he's doing that. Let's take a look at Units tab and see what he's doing. He is rocking and rolling economically. 38 probes, or drones rather. To his opponent's 25. Pretty solid stuff there. And we don't have an expand in the works yet for DuH. Looks like maybe now. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he might be moving out here and going to take an expand. Maybe. Maybe this probe. Nope, this probe is just going with. Uh-oh. This probe just going with to toss down pylons. And we are about to see DuH trying to make this stick off 1 base to 2 base Tox. Tox is scouting all of this right now. Is going to be beefing up his defenses. He's got Zerglings coming out onto the field now. Did we get Blink? Yes, we did. There's another pylon. We are going to see some serious Blink Stalker here. But look at all these Zerglings, man. Tox is saying, you're going to go Blink Stalker on a wide open map. Well, I'm going to go Mass Ling on a wide open map, and that can be super effective as well. Oh my goodness. I have no idea who's going to win this battle just looking at their army sizes. It's going to come down to a little bit of micro and perhaps even a little bit of luck. But it's going to be a pretty even battle at this point. I mean, DuH's got a pretty substantial army. He does have these Blink Stalkers, but that's a lot of Zerglings here. And these Spine Crawlers are going to be difficult to deal with. And DuH going to be engaging here, blinking around, but these Zerglings getting a pretty solid surround. These Spine Crawlers doing a good amount of damage. This Queen getting in on the fight. Looks like DuH is going to clean up here. Nice blinking, lots and lots of blinking. And so Tox losing quite a few Zerglings there. This one going down, or a spine crawler going down. We only got 2 left. One about to go down yet again. Uh-oh, Tox going to be falling apart here. Is he going to be able to hold on? Trying to make it happen, trying to attack these stalkers. Good idea. More Zerglings on the way. These stalkers going to be able to blink out of there. Pretty solid. Good micro here from DuH. Wow, Tox having a lot of trouble holding this off right now. Now, he does have a strong economy. That we have to give him. And now he's able to... Looks like he might... Yeah, maybe not. There's a lot of zealots in there still. Wow, look at that blink micro. DuH doing just a phenomenal job here. But Tox not giving up. He's got spine crawlers going down. Roach is on the field now. That's going to be fairly effective. Trying to micro those guys back. Oh my goodness, all these roaches going to go down. Brutal. Looks like DuH is definitely going to be taking the win down here, I think. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Tox having just a lot of trouble holding that one off. It was a really good plan, but that blink micro from DuH just saving him. My goodness, that was phenomenal micro there. Really had to put in the work to make that happen. Let's take a look at APM there for just a minute. Look at that. DuH is rocking and rolling with his APM right now. He is serious about taking that win. And there's the GG from Tox. Extremely well played. We are going into game number 3 between these two right now. That was tons of fun. It is 1-1. But thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab, always alt StarCraft. We will see you in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We have got live tournament action coming at you right now on Xel'Naga Caverns. This is a best of 3 in the semifinals of today's Let It Ride tournament. We have got ToxLonely versus DuH. This is game 3. Oh my goodness, it's tense, and these guys are phenomenal players. Battling it out now on Xel'Naga Caverns. This is ToxLonely's choice. This is probably one of his most practiced maps, so he is going to be fairly comfortable here. And to be honest, because of that, I am going to be saying that I am going to guess Tox is going to be taking this game down. He knows this map very well. He's very comfortable with all of his timings and build orders and things like that on this map. I mean, nothing against DuH. Obviously, he's a phenomenal player too, but I'm thinking Tox has probably got this one on this map. And I love his attitude. Look at that. Fear of the swarm. Oh, man. You got to love these guys' attitude. And like I said before, both of these guys affiliated with Alt StarCraft. ToxLonely is a caster. DuH is trying to become part of Team Alt. So congratulations to both of these guys. And thank you. Shout out to these guys. So much help that they offer for what we're trying to accomplish here at Alt StarCraft. And thank you to everybody out there on the live stream supporting. It is very helpful. If you do get a chance, please follow us. If you do have a Twitch account or a Justin TV account, please subscribe or follow or whatever they call it. And if you can, go ahead and subscribe on the YouTube channel as well. We hope to be launching altstarcraft.com here very shortly, with at least the first initial couple pages that should give you guys a new landing place, number 1, for the live stream, so you can go watch the live stream a little bit easier, and as well as some other features and some information just about how Alt StarCraft is set up and things like that, kind of a meet the team, and we'll be putting shirts up for sale and some things like that to try and raise a little bit of money for Alt StarCraft. But this is going to be tons of fun, so thank you to everybody out there that is just boiling over with the support, which is so much appreciated. But let's get into this matchup. Tox is going to be spawning on the bottom left-hand side. It's pink signature color, it looks like, yet again. DuH going to be spawning as red Protoss here on the top right. Double gate. Ooh, that was a fast gateway there. And Cybercore going to be... There he goes. Did start his stalker there first, canceled that, started the Cybercore. Not bad at all. Going to be chrono boosting out Warp Gate tech. Not a bad idea. Comes in extremely handy, especially on this map. But fast expand here from Tox. Well, not fast, I guess, but Good timing. I mean, he doesn't rush it on this map, and that's partially because of those spawn positions. You know where your opponent is. It's always a little bit close. You've got to be able to defend that sometimes. He doesn't want to get caught in a position where he can't defend his natural. So, nice methodical play here from Tox. He is going to be cruising out across the map here with a couple of Zerglings just to poke around, see what's going on. Does not see a fast expand here from DuH. Going to be backing out. Ooh, that Zergling happy to be living today. Living and breathing with 7 HP is better than being dead with 0. That is for sure. And of course, he does heal very quickly. Look at that. He's already back up to 10. My goodness, those little critters heal too fast. Metabolic speed boost is about to be complete. Map control going in ToxLonely's favor at this moment, so pretty solid stuff there. We do have Evolution Chamber on the way already for Tox. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know what this build looks like to me. This looks like Banelings to me. We shall see what is going to be the case, but it does, in fact, appear to be some kind of Baneling bust to me. DuH going to be going for a 3-gate robo, sticking to 1 base right now. Doesn't look like he's going to be going for a 7-minute expand or anything like that. Maybe wanting to try and make it happen off of 1 base. Can be very effective with those Immortals. Just depends, and the scouting information is going to be had. Does see the warp gate tech here, so ToxLonely doing a great job scouting here at the 6-minute mark, a little after 6 minutes, and phenomenal job. He's going to know exactly what to prepare for. We'll see if he is indeed going to go for a Baneling bust. I kind of expect it at this point. We'll see, or maybe he'll just tech straight to Roach. I don't know. It'll depend on what he believes off of that, off of his scouting information there. I mean, he did see the robo, so I'm interested to see how he's going to play this. But units tab is going to show that, wow, DuH been keeping up pretty good with his economy. Tox now up to 34 drones, droning up pretty heavy. And harassing here with his Zerglings, just trying to make his opponent waste force fields, I think, at this point. Pretty pesky. I love that guy, man. Oh, he's funny. But yeah, so, I mean, it looked like that's what he was trying to do. And that's a good play, too. I mean, if you're going to go for a Baneling bust, then that's exactly what you want to do, is try and get your opponent to waste their force fields. But it doesn't look like that is going to be the case. He does have his Roach Horn going down. I mean, that doesn't mean that he won't use Banelings, but I mean, he is going to be teching straight to Roach. So, but I'll have to hand it to DuH. He has got a pretty good blind play here because he has not been doing any scouting. He does have these Immortals, and Tox going to be going into Roaches against Immortals. Maybe not the greatest idea in the entire world, but it's not the worst either. So, I mean, it just will depend on good positioning and things like that. But DuH going to be cruising down the ramp here. It is 8.5 minutes. Looks like he is going to be going for an expand. I do not blame him. Those are pretty good for your economy. Oh, you know what I need that would be good for me? I need like a nice cold Coke. Something to drink. Been casting for too long. But look at this. Double cast going down for Tox. So maybe he might be going for some Infestor play potentially then. I'm interested to see what he's going to tech to. But it looks like he is going to be beefing up. Oh my goodness, he says, don't attack yet, please. And DuH is not going to be giving him such a courtesy. He is going to be pushing this attack. He does have 1 Immortal in here. This was scouted by Tox. He is going to be scrambling, trying to get these Spine Crawlers up. And is DuH going to be backing out? I don't know. I think that attack would have went very, very well for DuH, but he is backing out right now. Well, that was a lot of Zerglings, I guess. Yeah, Tox did a good job getting himself ready there. But now Tox going to be pushing out potentially. And look at this. DuH going to be taking his expansion now. Ruh-roh. Nice tech pattern here. Twilight Council going to be pretty effective, opening up some tech patterns. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Look at this. This Immortal is stuck. Bah! Needs to set, what he could do is set up his rally points like this. So you just go here and then here, and then, you know, like rally it around, because you can shift rally that stuff. And look at this, he's going to have to take out his own pylon. That's embarrassing. That's okay, though. Looks like he will not be making that mistake again. But lots of Immortals. I say pretty solid choice against Roaches, and he does know that the Roaches are on the way. Down goes the expansion for DuH. Boy, my goodness, we're nearly 12 minutes in. Zen Viper out on the live stream saying, make a warp prism. I think that is a wonderful idea as well. Got to do something, because the longer he waits here, stuck at like 30 probes or so, he is going to be getting behind. Tox going to be double expanding. Looks like he's going to be going for the gold right now. And I like this. I mean, to be honest, I think this is exactly what Tox needs to do. Just start to mass up. He was able to hold off that attack. He knows that DuH is slightly behind in the economy. Just barely getting that expand. He hasn't necessarily scouted it right recently, but he does know essentially what's going on right now. And some drops, I think, would be fairly effective at this point. We do have a DT shrine on the way, so we may see some DT play here. I think this is just what DuH is going to need to try and get himself back in this game. Got to make something happen, and DTs could be it. He could potentially catch Tox off guard, but Tox is pretty good at getting his defenses up when those DTs start cruising out across the field. So DT Shrine now completing, so we are probably going to see some DTs here at any moment. 1, 2 DTs. Uh-oh, no harass. Huh. Just going to be mixing him into his army for now. That is interesting. Yeah, an enraged Nuke saying that he's liking this play. He says, mix him in the army, do not harass, and he will be fine, which it actually is a very good play. Especially if Tox does not notice it. Oh, good fungal there. Those DTs being slightly less than perfectly effective, if that makes any sense. Wow, nice attack here by Tox. Good fungals going down. And lots of Roaches. Here comes the stream. Maybe. Need to see some more streaming Zerglings, but Zerglings getting it out into the mineral line. Tox going to be gearing up for a phenomenal play here. Are we going to see one more fungal growth on this dirty old DT? DT happily whapping away here, trying to make something happen defensively. But down goes the Nexus. DuH going to be in a lot of trouble here. And there's GG. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. Love the manners here. These guys are phenomenal players, and that was just good stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for playing. Congratulations, Tox. You will be moving on. DuH, we hope to see you next week, buddy, as usual. But don't alt tab. Always alt StarCraft. We will see you guys in just a minute in the finals.